What does it mean to say the new Defender? This week at Behind the Scenes at Nene, we take a look at this car's place in an ever-changing SUV market, how we here at Nene feel about it, and what to look out for going forward. Post-war Britain brought many things like utility furniture, the tea cosy, minis, but it also lacked something. Steel. Factories have been battered for 6 long years to create the force that kept Britain out of fascist hands. However, due to bombing disruptions and all that steel we had used up now lying half sunk in French fields, it was quite the dilemma. As agriculture got back on its feet, it was crying out for an as durable workhorse as it could get. Maurice Wilks felt this as badly as everyone else, leading to one of Land Rover's signature traits: to replace the steel bodywork with aluminium that wasn't in demand and for the purpose fit a lot better. And that's how it stayed for 66 years. A strong steel ladder chassis with aluminium panels bolted on in Land Rover fashion to create a British icon that served the world over, from police to military to fire engines to even the Pope deciding that someone of His Holiness could only be fit to drive around in a Land Rover Defender. But let's fast forward. 2016, production stopped and it was announced that we would be graced with a new form of our beloved Defender in just 3 short years. And they decided the birthplace for this new Defender, the Bethlehem for our new baby Jesus, was Slovakia. Specifically Nitra, Slovakia, where the labour is cheaper, the logistics easier, and the factory built to make something the Defender had never seen before. An aluminium monocoque. Turning the body into the structure itself provides a 3 times stiffer ride than its predecessor. But it's not fair to compare the two. They're vastly different, and if anything, it's just evidence of engineering advancement. It truly marks a new chapter for Land Rover. Generations of passion, fun, sweat and tears poured into the vehicle that's left so many people in love with it. But now, as we move into a more modern version, I think it's really important that we don't lose the core of what made it special. Now, stepping into one is a vastly different experience. The new infotainment system, updated console, and silky smooth steering are a new feeling, but I can honestly say I kind of prefer it. Interiors are a real Marmite when it comes to Defenders, but this still feels rough and rugged, not quite inflicted with the tacky plastic aspect most modern SUVs seem to have. I don't personally prefer autos, but I think in this it deserves to have that more user-friendly way of driving. To have all the spaceship controls in front of you and then have to change gear every 5 seconds might be a bit weird. A clear part of the classic Defender is its individuality. The fact that there's so many types and functions, and I kind of see the new Defender trying to do that. Most notably the Dakar. Obviously it's made for a rally, but it's pushing the idea and the brand of what these cars are made for and can do. But I can see that it's going to be a lot harder to see these cars take on their own personalities and forms per owner, as like I said before, the engineering is just so much more advanced, making them a lot harder to work on. But the market is trying. You don't see places like Urban, Chelsea and our own Rivolve brand clamouring to give people a way to make these cars their own, unless what's underneath is pretty special. So it's going to take time for these to achieve the breadth of the classic, and in all honesty they might never get there, but that's okay. At the end of the day, these beauties had their time, and whilst they're still decades off being something of the past, it's important not to let that cloud someone's judgment of new. So what is next for the L663? Well, currently these are holding a value exceptionally well, but we are at the 5-year mark now, meaning warranty is starting to expire, and every day the aftermarket is just getting stronger and stronger as people develop an appetite for changing this or that or doing complete overhauls. A good example of this is one that came in around a month ago, where we fitted an aftermarket exhaust, carbon fibre steering wheel, new splitter and canards. But after it was all said and done, it sounded amazing, but it just went so far above and beyond a standard model like this, and it was so individual to the customer. It was really inspiring to see what they can become. Our sister bespoke brand Rivolve is really trying to push the boundaries of what these cars can do. We're taking 38 years of expertise in enhancing and curating the classics and putting it behind them. To sit down with the customer and go through the car to their exact spec. But I'll leave that to you to decide. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Behind the Scenes at Nene. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments any other content you'd like to see as we break down the largest collection of classic Defenders in the whole of Europe. If you do want to have a browse of our stock, please click the link in our description and go over to our website to see all the different lovely Defenders and new Defenders and other cars we have on site and available. Thank you very much.